Hello folks, welcome back to another Juiceshop walkthrough. So today we are going to solve a challenge called as XXE DD within the OWASP Juiceshop application, a clever XML trick that lets us read a file from the server. I will walk you through the whole process step by step and explain exactly how it works. So on the screen just now you're seeing my wallpaper, please ignore it. I'm going to quickly launch my Canalux virtual machine, okay, which is already up. Let me log in and show you what the challenge sets an objective for us, right? Let me quickly open my root terminal and quickly go to Juiceshop directory just now. I'll do npm start to launch the application, and at the same time I'll try to access my Burp Suite community edition using this command just now. Let me see if the recording is in. So guys, I'm in my OWASP Juiceshop's scoreboard menu, and under XXE category you'll be able to see this is the challenge that we are going to solve, guys, which reads XXE, which is nothing but external XML entity injection. All right, and you can see the name of the challenge is XXE DA. All right, so if you see here, the challenge somewhat tells us that we need to retrieve the content of either this one or this one, okay, from the server. Let's quickly get started, guys. So firstly, what we need to do is we need to identify the susceptible endpoint here. Like if you do some initial triage about what exactly the XXE is about. So after understanding about what or how this XXE works in real time, I was able to find that the susceptible endpoint here is the customer feedback form. All right. If we go to that page over here, but before that, what we need to do is we need to quickly log in to the application. All right, so I'm going to quickly use my admin ID. All right, so now what I need to do is, so once after I've logged on, you will see there is a page called complaint page over here. Okay, that is exactly what we are going to use to solve this challenge. Okay, which is also a susceptible endpoint. Okay, so once after we have come to this complaint page, what we need to do is we need to just type a message. Okay, all right, and it gives us an option to upload a file. Okay, we can use basically from the title of the weakness you could have gotten to know that what we have to do, what we have to inject is an XML payload, basically. All right, so that's the basic understanding we already have at the moment, that it's nothing but we have to inject an XML payload in order to solve this challenge. So I have already constructed a XML payload which is over here. Okay, I have saved it in a notepad file. So let me quickly find that for you. So guys, on my screen over here in my notepad, you can see there are two XML payloads over here. One is a normal one, which is clean and expected by the server. All right, and the second one is the sneaky XML payload, which you're going to use to solve this challenge. All right, so there is nothing much to explain what this normal XML code does basically. Okay, it's nothing but it contains a message, okay, which is the actual complaint, and then there is an encoding that happens, and along with that we are just going to submit the complaint and the server is going to accept it as a normal XML code. Okay, that is in a normal case. But however, when we talk about the sneaky XML payload one, okay, what this does is, so basically we add this particular line over here, okay, which is nothing but a doc type declaration that defines a custom entity called this XXE over here, which points to this system directory over here, directory path called etc passwd. Okay, so then we use this and XXE, okay, in the message field, okay, to include the file contents, okay, so that we are able to extract or retrieve the file contents within this passwd directory. Okay, so you should be familiar, like in case if you deal with Red Hat or Linux stuffs, you would be very familiar with what contents are there inside passwd directory, right? So this is a little bit of a sneak peek into this sneaky XML payload, guys, of what this XML payload is going to do or help us whilst we are trying to solve this challenge. So now what I'm going to explain is I'm just going to break down our XML payload, which is the sneaky one, line by line, so we can understand the anatomy of the payload, okay, in easier way. All right, the very first line over here, okay, what it does is, like I said, it declares XML format as well as encoding, okay, required for well-formed XML code, okay, XML as a code. All right, and the second line, like I said, what this does is it defines a custom entity named XXE, all right, that loads the file, okay, into the page. All right, and the third line out here, this particular thing, this particular line over here, it uses the entity, okay, as in the parser that replaces XXE, that is and XXE and the uh, I believe it's semicolon, yeah, with the file contents, okay, within the past.wd directory or past.wd folder, all right, and the last line out here, which is over here, okay, up from author, and then the closing of the author. What it does is it's just a filler, okay, just a filler field to make the XML code look more legit. All right, so that's the full insight about what our sneaky XML payload is going to do, uh, and about its use case over here. Okay, and so the next thing that we need to do is we have to open our Burp Suite Community Edition, and the browser is already open in front of you, and all we have to do is choose file, and if I go to documents or in desktop directory and choose all files over here, you will see the same XML file, the sneaky one, which I've saved in my desktop folder just now, and I'll just double click on it and load it, okay, on this under this compliant page. All right, so before I click on submit over here, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly turn the intercept on and click on submit button over here, and that would intercept the page, guys, the browser's page, and I have to quickly send it to repeat a tab to replay the request as per my convenience. Okay, so here we are not going to change anything, guys. We're just going to click on the send button over here. I should see a response called gone. All right, and what I can do just now is to help you understand what has happened just now. I will quickly copy the response output from my burps repeater tab, and what I can do is I can quickly paste it in a new notepad instance. All right, and to solve this challenge, what I have to do is simply I have to turn the intercept off, and you will see the challenge getting marked as successful. Now if I just go to scoreboard menu over here, under XXE category, you will see this challenge getting marked as successful. But however, you may ask me, what did we establish or accomplish here? So this particular output over here, the gone response output from my burps software, you will see a lot of things has been um, shadowed or has been revealed to us. So for example, what I can do just now is, so I can quickly read through the content of this particular response page over here. So let's decode the content, guys. So basically, what we need to find is, if we just do a control F and just try to search this particular term over here, root colon x colon, all right, 0 colon 0. If we quickly do a search, and this is the key information over here, guys. What we need to extract from this server's past.wd directory system path, okay, from up till over here till here. All right, if I quickly copy this and just paste this content over here now in front of you. So what this reveals is, like, if I dissect this particular line over here or break down this line, okay, into a different segment, what we can understand is the very first thing over here, okay, the very first field, which is called as root, okay, it generally means username. All right, and the x over here means the actual past.wd, okay, or the actual past.wd is stored elsewhere, but it is like a placeholder basically for the username. All right, and the next one, 0 denotes user id, and the fourth number denotes, or the 0 denotes the group id, and then this particular part over here, okay, this particular field root again, which is nothing but the full name of the uname. All right, and the next thing, like I said, this part or this field, the / root, which is generally the home directory. All right, so this part over here, okay, so this looks to be a formatting glitch. Remove this daemon. All right, so this part over here, this path over here is the default shell. Okay, so it's basically a command line interface that a user gets when they log into a Unix or Linux system, basically, likely the terminal environment they're trying to landing into. Okay, so this is a very critical information, guys, okay, which has been extracted from the server itself. Okay, and so that is why this particular susceptibility has been classified as solved, okay, or marked as or has been marked as solved in the scoreboard menu, okay, which proves that this susceptibility is there in this application, and we were successfully able to solve it using a sneaky XML payload. Okay, that has helped us solve this XXE data access challenge. All right, and if you found this video helpful, guys, please hit the support button, guys, and do not forget to subscribe my channel for more useful technical videos like this related to cybersecurity. We'll meet in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Until the cheers. Tata. Bye bye.